Welcome to the Neo Operational video series for software version 3.7. These videos are designed for targeted instruction to get you up to speed quickly and simply. This video targets patching relays. So the first step would be to identify the addresses that one needs and to unpatch those relay outputs if needed. So we're going to go in the patch. We're going to make the assumption that we have one universe of DMX. The relays are on that universe and they've been set at the end of the DMX string. And we'll also make the assumption that it's a 36-way relay cabinet that ends at 512. So that means the first address is 476. So I'm just going to do 476 enter to see if it's a one-to-one patch or if any information is there. It's not. I can also look on the DMX output side and I can see that 476 through 512 are clear. Great. So the next step is we need to set our fixture type in our fixture make model box. I find the easiest way to do that is to go to the available fixtures window, go to generics and click on relay, and that sets it in the fixture make model box automatically. Now the next step is going to be to patch them up. Now we could choose to patch each relay to its own channel for control, or we're just going to take a simpler approach and patch all 36 relays to the same channel, and we're going to put it in channel 500. So we've got the type set correctly to relay, and now I'm going to say 500 at 476 through 512, and that has been patched. It also set a label for it in the purpose column, and we can look here and we can see that outputs 476 through 512 are patched to 500. They have a little asterisk, which means they have a profile that's assigned to them. And again, this is a profile assigned at the dimmer level, not at the channel level, because if we look here, we have a column here called profiles where we could set that here. But again, that wasn't done. It was set at the dimmer level, and you can see that by going to options, edit dimmer profiles, and we can see here starting with 476 through 512 they've all been assigned an inverted non-dim profile. So what that's going to mean is that by default the value is going to be inverted, so without any level going out to the channel it's going to be outputting at full, and if the channel is outputting at full, then the dimmer will be at 0. Why do we do that? We do that because we believe the normal state of these relays is going to be on. So if the system is on, then the relays are on so that you can use your LEDs. Otherwise, you won't be able to use those fixtures because they won't have any power. So let's go back to live, and it will ask us if we want to save our patch, and we do, and we can look here and we can see channel 500, and it's been labeled as a relay, so it's very convenient for us to see. So I'm going to go to DMX view, and we can look at 476 through 512, and they are indeed at full. So if I had LEDs patched that were powered from those relays, then I'd have access to them, and I could turn them on and change their color and do everything wonderful that you can do with LEDs. But let's say I have a problem. It's like, well, why would you patch this up? It's like, well, some people like to have them patched because if they run into a problem and they need to power cycle those relays. So I'm just going to do 500 enter. I've selected it, and now I'm going to go to full. Well, what happens now that I've told it full with these things having the inverted profile? Well, that means they go to 0 because they're doing their outputs doing the exact inverse proportion of what they're being told to do. So again, the only reason to do it this way would be if you need control to turn the relays off. Many environments are going to be perfectly happy with just having them be on when the console is on and not having access to those relays via a channel. There's another video that talks about patching relays the silent approach, and that will give you the instructions for doing that. So that's basically it. Thanks for watching this Neo operational video for software version 3.7. Go to the Philips Strand website at www.strandlighting.com for many more videos on Neo programming and operation.